Hey guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. It's the Chaos episode. Yeah, let's talk about that. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by all of you Patriots. A big thumbs up to each of y'all for all the thumbs up y'all give back to me. I really do appreciate those. Y'all have been crushing the thumbs up, getting the message of constitutionalism and freedom out to a lot of folks on the YouTubes. Appreciate that from each of y'all. All right, had a huge giveaway over the weekend. I'm going to burn through all of the winners. If you're not into the giveaway, just scrub forward. Got a bunch of stories I want to get onto your radar. This is going to be a lot of fun. The actual stories are kind of tough. There's some bad stuff going on. I'm calling it the Chaos episode. I think you're about to see why. But let me burn through the winners, and then we're going to jump into the news. And I'm not going to labor these long. Thank you to everybody that entered in the giveaway. It was a lot of fun, like a lot of really cool stuff given away. And it really was just a joy. The whole weekend really was a lot of fun. All right, congratulations. The 556 barrel goes to Aaron W. of Clarksville, Tennessee. The Glark 19 barrel goes to Michael G. of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Another Indiana dude, Audie H. of West Terre Haute, Indiana, won the carbon fiber handguard. Oh, that's the one I wanted. And the High Point carbine went to Bobby B. of Houston, Texas. Two more. These are the ones that were giveaways from my comment section. The swag pack goes to Brandon P. of Hialeah, Florida, Hialeah. And then the other Glock 19 barrel goes to Chris H. of Breaux Bridge, or Bro Bridge, whatever you say, down in Louisiana. So 6 winners, a lot of fun. All those folks have been, I think, contacted. But again, a big thank you to everybody that entered in, and a big thank you to Shall Not Comply for sponsoring all of that gear, and to High Point for sponsoring that pistol caliber carbine. Gonna do a big giveaway when I get the big number that's coming up. I don't want to jinx it, knock on my barnwood here, but there's a big number coming up soon. Want to do a big giveaway on that one as well, so stay tuned. Folks that enjoy that stuff really enjoy it, and some folks like to scrub forward and they don't really care at all. Either way, I'm glad that you're here, glad that you're supporting things that are going on. So thank you to all of y'all, and a big thanks to Shall Not Comply. All right, I'm calling it the Chaos episode, and I think you're about to see why. There's a lot going on. It is now Tuesday evening, coming off of the Memorial Day weekend. A lot of stuff happened. Got 4 big ones to go over. Now, a lot of people have already emailed and said, hey, Johnny, are you going to be covering the George Floyd situation? If you don't know that situation, I don't think it's right for this channel. I'm not going to go through it long, but he was murdered by the Minneapolis Police Department over the weekend, and those guys have already, the cops have already been, I mean, they're being dealt with. They're going to be charged if they haven't already this evening. But you can watch it. I'm not watching the video, but he was taken into custody for some other stuff, and then he was suffocated and murdered on the street in front of onlookers. It's clear. It's unequivocal. Their badges are being taken away. That's not the job of this channel, is to police the police. We do talk a little bit about those areas, like the Duncan Limp situation, that situation up in Wisconsin, and the other incident that was taking place that we've been watching as well, with the Kenny Walker situation. And those happen to deal with the thin blue line, but those are, from, in my eyes, more of a Bill of Rights situation. The George Floyd situation, that's a guy that was murdered on the street by some morons, and they are being dealt with. Just want to let you know that it is on my radar. I'm watching it, but I don't think it's right for this channel. In Chicago, terrible situation, by the way, just terrible. All right, let's go to Chicago. Now, this is an impossible story. This could not have happened because, 1, it's a gun-free zone, and 2, the city was on lockdown because of morons. Yet, over the Memorial Day weekend, it was one of the most tragic Memorial Day weekends in recent memory, but overall in Chicago, terrible situation. On record, we know there are at least 40 shootings. Of course, there's a lot of other shootings that don't get reported. 53 people shot. 10 died over the weekend in a gun-free zone. How did that happen? Gun-free zone, the city has shot down 10 murders over the weekend. They announced today, the powers that be in Chicago said they are going to hold some meetings, some high-level meetings to see what can be done. Got an idea for you, Democratic leadership in Chicago. How about you arm the citizens, as is their right, not according to the Bill of Rights, not according to the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment protects us from having our rights taken away from us. They're endowed by their Creator the day that they're born. Second Amendment doesn't give us our rights. The Creator does. And yet, Chicago has neutered their own people, and they have to have meetings to find out what can they do. Chaos in the streets, y'all. Chaos in the streets. 53 shot in one weekend. Chaos. All right, let's go up to New York City. Terrible situation. A moron walks into a family-owned grocery store in Brooklyn. This is last night. And he wields a knife, gets into a fight with one of the workers in the grocery store, pulls a knife on this guy, and the grocery store worker pops him. Done. Absolutely done. Situation is handled. And yet the New York City Police Department have taken that grocery store worker into custody. Looks like he's going to be charged because his firearm was not legal. That's a bad one. I'm going to be watching this. This is happening in real time. It just happened last night. Going to be watching that one. This is a bad situation. I don't want to mention the name of the knife attacker. I don't want to mention his name at all and give him any fame at all. But the situation was handled. The worker get a pat on the back on that one. Yet he's now in custody. Chaos in the streets, y'all. This is not good. Finally, we go to Kentucky. Now, this one has got me a little bit entertained. A group over the weekend on Sunday, a group called Take Back Kentucky, got together. Now, one report says there was about 100 people, but the pictures I saw looked like there was like 6 people. I don't really know. Don't get upset at what I'm going to say. The best source on this is from The Blaze because it is hysterical, some of the writing in there. I don't like sending all over to The Blaze. Those aren't really my people. But it is a good link, so I'm going to send you that. Link's going to be down there. It's worth looking through. It is utterly hysterical what the mainstream media and what the government is trying to say about what happened on Sunday. I don't know if it was 4 people or 100 people. A group called Take Back Kentucky got together on the State House lawn in Frankfurt, and they hung an effigy of the governor, Governor Beshear, Andy Beshear, and they said, give us our state back. And of course, the libs went nuts. Of course, the mainstream media went nuts, and they're calling it all sorts of stuff. Our country was founded on making the tyrants fear. And the effigy that they hung up said Sic Semper Tyrannis across it, thus always to tyrants. This is what we do in the face of tyranny. And the idea of the tyrants, the idea of taking back a populace or a location from tyrants, it goes back all the way to the Greeks, even the very word. It's pretty fascinating. I don't know if the guy that actually hung the effigy is if he's really rooted in Greek history or not, but it's pretty cool. This is how this country was founded. We did this in the 1700s. We did that a lot in the 1700s, and the whole tarring and feathering thing was real. We did it here in the good old United States before they were even the United States, way back when, and then all the way up into the late 18th century, they were still hanging effigies. Of course, it was funny when George W. Bush's effigy was hung. The mainstream media didn't have much to say about that. It's kind of funny how that is. All right, chaos in the streets, stuff going on in Chicago, things going on in Minneapolis, Kentucky, as well as in Brooklyn. It's a lot. I'm going to watch all 4 of those stories. Again, they're happening in real time, but I wanted to get them onto your radar because it is a lot. I think 3 of those 4 are issues that we do need to be watching. I want to see if the legal forces in Kentucky take any action against that guy that hung the effigy. Here it is. It's the 586, no dashes, 357. It is gorgeous. And to all tyrants, from my cold, dead hands. Bye.